Mr. Chhibber, what a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Rahul. And of course, according to the tradition at 𝐿, before you start, it's a small question for you. And it's amazing, Mr. Chhibber, it's amazing to know that you were the captain of your college football and basketball team. What?
Wow.
What an achievement. I see a smile on your face.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a sportsman in school and college. So yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. Thank you so much.
Welcome, you're welcome.
Good old days, good old days.
Yes, so just looming around that time, in one line, please let us know, how did that groom you, being a captain at such a young age, right? How did that groom you to be a leader that you are right now?
Well, whether you're a captain or not, I think it's all about being a player. Captain gives you that added responsibility that you have to carry the whole team along. And that's essentially the role of a leader, right? Being a player teaches you that, you have to compete in the field, but being a captain teaches you that not only you're competing, but you have to carry your team together, strategize, and make sure you achieve the desired objective, which is winning, which is important. But at the same time, if you lose, then regroup and go back and win again. So yeah, that's essentially what I learned from those wonderful years playing basketball and football.
Fantastic. I see that we hear that you've received training to be a leader right from the get-go. Fantastic, fantastic answer, Mr. Rahul. Stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let me just share my screen, please. Thank you so much for inviting me. And today, I was listening to Ken, and he gave a very nice talk track on low code. And Mendix, in Siemens is all about low code and how effectively Siemens has utilized and worked with Mendix in helping our customers, industrial customers, in achieving innovation and digitalization. So that's what Mendix is all about. So Mendix was acquired by Siemens about 2018, 2019, with the sole aim to innovate, help our industrial customers innovate and digitalize. Mendix is part of digital industry in Siemens, and within digital industries, we're part of the Siemens software group. And our core charter is working with the 8 manufacturing verticals, including aerospace and defense, automotive transport, electronics and semiconductor, consumer product and retail, industrial heavy machinery, medical devices, energy and utility, service and process industry, so on and so forth. So we work very closely with the customers in these industry verticals. And Siemens and Mendix makes a wonderful combination, working with our customers, right? So Siemens has done a lot of acquisitions over a part of many years, and this is where Mendix is. Right, and most recently, we also acquired a company called Time Series, and that gives us the additional solutioning capability on the industrial side. Now, why did Siemens acquire Mendix? Well, that's one question I typically get asked in every forum whenever I meet customers, and the simple answer to that is, today, with the rate at which innovation is happening, the rate at which digitalization is happening, our customers are coming up with new ideas, new innovations. They are just not able to work with the old school of thoughts or the old applications or the legacy applications. So they really need a platform which gives them the power to innovate. And that's what Mendix is all about. And that's what Mendix gives to Siemens and to our industrial customers, right? Mendix is part of Siemens Accelerator portfolio strategy, where we help our customer in designing, realizing, and optimizing their innovation and digitalization. And Siemens has various solutions, right from the collaboration on the operations, manufacturing, on simulations, mechanical side. And when we add IoT and the Mendix application on top of it, we take them to the next level of something we call connected assets, where we are able to, connect with their engineering teams. We're able to connect with their factory teams. We're able to connect with their, R&D teams, and able to create products which is the need by them. And that's where Mendix working with MindSphere, which is our IoT protocol, IoT product, works very effectively with. And if you look at this slide here, what we're trying to show you here is a connected asset. With Mendix application and MindSphere IoT, we are able to give a view to the top executives and to the operations and maintenance staff of the customer industrial organization. They're able to see real time what's happening in their factory. If there is a failure, they're able to order parts. They're able to generate workflows. They're able to give it to the field teams. And field teams, once they receive the workflow, they're able to quickly go on the site and then and do the needful. On the other side, if you look here, we are able to give the whole access to the 3D engineering to our customers. They're able to twist and turn the parts, share with the suppliers, order the parts for them, connect with the SAP system, find out what is the part number, and then order the same through our engineering portfolio. So Mendix, when it combines with Siemens, works very, very effectively. And our sweet spot is, thanks to our products in the software space, like Team Centers, like NX, like simulation, that we are able to work very effectively. Now, the other key aspect of Mendix is our ability to work and connect both IT and OT together. That's essentially what we bring to the table, and that's what Siemens and Mendix is all about. If you look here, we are able to seamlessly, smoothly connect with the factory floor using our industrial edge and MindSphere portfolio. And we're able to gather data from every asset that is connected on the factory floor. And once that data is available to us via MindSphere, we're able to create applications using Mendix platform. So today, there are consumer product and retail customers who are using Mendix. There are, automotive transport companies, like, for example, in Japan, electronic semiconductor customers in Korea, again, automotive customers in China. Similarly, in Southeast Asia, we have, again, consumer product and retail companies and automotive and transport organizations. So they all are using Mendix very effectively, with the sole aim to connect business and IT together and to connect IT and OT together. And the need is to be able to have a platform which connects seamlessly with the manufacturing environment. Needless to say, our strength is not only to work effectively with our manufacturing portfolio, with our manufacturing customers in the engineering space, in the R&D space, and at the shop floor space. Our customers are also using Mendix platform for the non-manufacturing space as well. For example, in the HR, in the finance, in the sales, so on and so forth. In marketing, like I gave you an example of supplier collaboration. If there's an organization which wants to share 3D drawings with their marketing team, then that's where Mendix comes into picture, and we integrate very well with the engineering software like a Team Center. And they have a 3D view and a 2D view of the drawing, which they can take to the marketing events or to their suppliers and share the information real time with all the parameters, all the design parameters. So that's what Mendix really brings to the table. Now, Mendix, like I said, and Siemens, our core strength is to be able to address our manufacturing, the needs of our manufacturing customers. What you see here is we call templates, ready templates. In our parlance, we call them sales plays. Now, each of these templates, works on a very specific problem. For example, PLM ERP Lab Connect, it is applicable for all the industry verticals. But what essentially it does is it is able to connect your Team Center, your SAP and Ops Center together. So you get one single view. And you're able to, in this case, it is showing a nut. What's the dimension of a nut? What's the stress test has happened on this nut? If I were to order this part, then can I integrate with SAP? So how do I integrate with SAP? And the whole mechanism is seamless. If Mendix is not in place, then the customer would have to log into 3 to 4 multiple screens to be able to do a job, which with one single template, which is PLM ERP Lab Connect template, that he's able to do that job very, very effectively. Right. The other example is Product View 360. And this is a good example where a customer CXO is able to get a single view of a camera feed of how his manufacturing operations are happening. If there are any alarms, then what are the alarms? What is the health of their system, right? How do they integrate with SAP? So one single view for the entire CXO. They're able to run reports. They're able to see dashboards, so on and so forth. And again, we have industry-specific solution, and this particular solution addresses automotive, CP&R, heavy equipment, and industrial machinery equipment, right? And the other, sales play, and I won't get into detail of each and every one, but highlight some of the crucial ones. Sterilization management. How, in today's world, especially in the medical devices industry, sterilization is a big thing, right? So what is the solution that we have to be able to sterilize the bill of material, the factories? So that's the solution we have for our industry customers. And then of course, complaint management and work order execution. Complaint management is nothing but if on a shop floor you come across a problem and you want to raise a request, right? You're able to do that using complaint management. And then work order execution is nothing but executing work orders using mobile devices with offline capability. So if you see, all these sales plays that we have are very specific to the day-to-day problems that are being faced by our esteemed industrial customers, right? So and that's where our know-how, our work with Siemens really plays a very crucial role, that we understand the challenges for our manufacturing customers, and then thus we've come out with solutions which are very industry specific solutions. Now, again, another good example of how we are the various industry and the sales plays that we have, templates that we have to help our industry customers. Now what is Mendix? You've been hearing a lot of things about low code. We are with Mendix, you're able to ideate, develop, test, deploy, and operate your ideas, right? Your application development, and then reuse them. We champion in the cause of citizen development, and our sole purpose is to bring business and IT together. And that's where we have three particular, under the one platform, we have three particular approaches. No code is for people like business analysts or citizen developers, people like you and me, who have very limited background of application development, but we have a know-how on the business side. So this tool, this platform is allowing the business analysts and citizen developers to be able to create prototypes, right? And then go to the application development team and share with them their ideas. Now, what essentially it achieves is basically, if in a very simplistic term, that if I'm thinking of an apple, then the operation or the application development team is also thinking of an apple, right? They are not thinking of an oranges, and that's what collaboration is all about, and that's what Mendix platform is all about. With the no code option, we are able to make application development easy for our citizen developers and our business analysts, and they're able to create a prototype, and as a result of which they are able to collaborate effectively. So that's what Mendix is all about. We are a market leader. I mean, this is last 3 years. Clearly, Mendix is on top of the Gartner Magic Quadrant, right? We are there, and that's thanks to the work that we do with our customers, and thanks to the Siemens. Now, what are people using Mendix for? What are our customers building, right? First of all, Mendix integrates with, it's fairly open. It integrates with all the platforms, any database, any legacy system, any event service file, any cloud, right? And essentially our customers are using Mendix to launch applications quickly, right? So you talk about Zurich, you talk about KLM, they're using Mendix to launch new products and business model quickly. Customer engagement, digitalized customer engagements, that's another thing. Today, it's all about the span of attention. So if you do not have an app which is engaging, you will lose your customer. So, and that's where companies like 𝐄𝐝𝐢𝐿, BAM, and XP Reality are working and creating customer engagements, their digitized customer engagements. And the key thing is, with such kind of apps, the demand is they keep innovating and they keep changing rapidly. And that's where Mendix really plays a key role. And there are customers who are, who want to invest on operational efficiency. A good example is, Enexis and II-Sys and Zurich. So yeah, they are able to use Mendix to achieve a greater level of operational efficiency. And to achieve operational efficiency, it is really critical that they are able to work very effectively with the manufacturing system as well. And that's what Mendix Siemens is all about. And last but not the least, modernizing core system. We have last decade, we've seen many legacy applications still continuing, and that's where organizations are using Mendix, and they're modernizing their core systems. They're modernizing their legacy application. So these are some of the use cases that our customers are using across the globe. I won't go much into detail, but the length and breadth of industry verticals we are there. Siemens, and thanks to Siemens, we are very well entrenched in the manufacturing industry verticals across the globe. And Mendix, we are SAP certified. We are a solution extension partner of SAP, and Mendix is part of SAP price list. So if you go to SAP and you share your challenge with them, they would love to bring in Mendix and resolve your problem. So and we very well integrate with all the SAP products, Concur, SuccessFactors, Ariba, so on and so forth. And we discussed our research and development together, and we collaborate very effectively across the industry and globally. Okay, the proof of the pudding lies in eating. 𝐿𝐼 China is a good example where they leverage Mendix to improve their production, right? And their production was improved by 50%, and the deployment maintenance was reduced by 30%. And they could optimize their work hours. The communication really improved within business and IT. So a good example of how 𝐿𝐼, a known name in the automotive industry, is leveraging Mendix. CP Group, Thailand. They've been one of our very respected customers for more than 4 to 5 years. They have a center of excellence, which is creating applications, sort of an app factory, which is creating applications and addressing the needs of their clients, of their business users. So a good example of how CP Group is again working with us. Trusted traceability. Counterfeiting is a big problem today. And this demo that I'm about to show you is this, even though it talks about potato chips, but the application of this demo could be across medical devices. It could be across anything, right? So in this particular example that you will see, using Mendix app, you're able to just scan the barcode, and you're able to see the whole life cycle of the product. Where the product was made, what is the certification. So in this particular case, it's Hanover. What is the certification, organic certification it is carrying? Where the field it has come from, the entire life cycle, when the production started, it ended, and transportation. If it was a temperature sensitive production, then the breach, it noted the breach, and the whole cycle, the whole life cycle of the supply chain. In this particular use case, you're able to see using Mendix, right? And if there is a quality violation, they're able to pinpoint where exactly the violation was, right? What are the various tastes and flavors that you want to have in this particular product? You're able to do that too. And in this particular case, it's the violation, the temperature violated. So the organization comes to know immediately. Now, in this particular case, the marketing team is engaging their business unit across the globe to get a feedback on the product. Whether they would like to have a spicy potato or a salty potato, how thick and thin that potato could be. So yes, so people are engaging innovatively. So they need a platform which is able to address their innovation, and that's what Mendix is all about. right? And that's where Siemens and Mendix plays a key role, thanks to our the expertise that we have on the manufacturing side. So we are able to come out with very specific use cases for our to address the needs of our industrial customers, right? Post Enel, another logistic company, they transformed their business. Today, they are able to serve 250 million parcels and many more. So it's a good, something that we can look at with our postal companies in Southeast Asia, logistic companies in Southeast Asia, how they can digitalize and innovate their whole supply chain, right? Antel, a customer in Netherlands somewhere, they've the whole supply chain. The moment the medicine leaves the factory, it's a very temperature sensitive medicine. So they're tracking the whole supply chain till the time it reaches the patient and the patient is able to consume it. So these are not very standard, straightforward applications. These applications require multiple integration points, and these applications require expertise on the engineering side and on the manufacturing side as well, and very specific industrial vertical approach. So yes, so these are some of the customers, and these are some of the use cases that we have across the globe, and how our customers are effectively using Mendix, and especially our manufacturing customers are using Mendix to be able to digitalize and innovate and go to the next level of innovation. So that's it from me, Nikita. Thank you so much. Any questions, I'll be happy to answer.